Now this isn't good. This fire extinguisher is showing that it needs to be recharged, and it just went through annual. So what happened? Nonetheless, time to change this fire extinguisher and then head out for a flight, and I'll tell you what happened. So I got a new extinguisher for the aircraft. It's identical, but unfortunately in the incident, this bracket here that holds the extinguisher is a little bit bent out of shape. So the new extinguisher comes with a replacement, so I'm going to swap these guys out on the other side of this seat and get the extinguisher reinstalled properly. So fortunately for me, this bracket is exactly the same as the previous one, so I'm going to be able to bolt this on without making any modifications, and that's a good thing. So here's the replacement extinguisher. We're in the green, fully charged, the pin's in, the protection tab's on there, and this will slide right into that bracket. So on we go. Now, I won't pretend that doing this one-handed might not be tricky. Let's see what we can do here. And snap. Oh, that was good. So it's securely on here, and we can get the seat back in the plane and go for a flight. Right now I'm at 3,000 feet, and I'm in the practice area, which is just north of Ottawa. I'm actually on the Quebec side of the border, and I am north of Gatineau. And I'm going eastbound from a little nice town called Wakefield. I'm heading towards Lake McGregor area. I'm at 3,000 feet. It's really quiet up here. It's a little bumpy, a little bumpier than I was expecting, but that's what it is. So I told you earlier on that we had to change the fire extinguisher and there'd be a story behind it. So yesterday I wanted to go up flying, and the importance of a checklist really showed up. So very early on in the checklist, of course, is to check if your extinguisher is fully charged up and located where it should be located. And the first thing I found is it was off of its mount and it was on the floor dangling, and I saw some yellow powder in the carpet, which is the chemical that's inside the extinguisher. So then I looked at the gauge and it was completely discharged. I mean, the powder hadn't been released, but the pin had been pulled, which slowly, I suppose, released the pressure from the extinguisher, and the extinguisher no longer was pressurized. One of my partners in the aircraft took some people up in the aircraft the day before, and accidentally somebody must have kicked it off the mount, and that's what happened. So you know what, things happen, and we got it replaced, and that's the story. So now I'm up today, thankfully, because everything on the checklist was good. I'm approaching the beautiful Lake McGregor, which you can see dead off of my 12 o'clock, and it's really pretty. In summertime you would see a lot of boats out there. This is now very early spring, and it's a lot quieter, and it's not quite as green as it gets. This area is a beautiful area of our country. Eastern Ontario and Western Quebec is lovely. It's we have our beautiful lakes and rivers all over the place, and the place gets super green in the fall. The colors just explode, and it's wonderful. So follow along for now, and enjoy the flight, and we'll head over back to Ottawa shortly. So we're heading on our way back towards Ottawa. Actually, Ottawa, you'll see it right there, is off of my left-hand shoulder. I'm going westbound right now. It's really bright. And shortly I'm going to be transferring frequency over to the controlled airspace, and I'm going to take a little flight over downtown and then head back to Rockcliffe. So while I got you there, I'm planning on taking this channel in a cool aviation direction. I mean, lots of people are doing lots of cool stuff. By no means am I going to do something original, I'm guessing, because people take people up all the time. But what I'd like to do is take interesting people up, people that I know and maybe people that I don't even know, and have interesting conversations with them in the cockpit about their interest in coming up flying, and what they're into, and what they do in life, and so on and so forth. And I thought that might make for an interesting series on my aviation channel. So maybe you can post in the comments below and tell me what you think about that idea. And tell me if you encourage me going in that direction. So for now, I'm going to sign off with you guys for now, because I got to talk to ATC. Ottawa Terminal, Cherokee, Foxtrot Bravo Papa Hotel, 3,000 feet over the Gatineau Hills.
Foxtrot Bravo Papa Hotel, Ottawa Terminal, Squawk Ident, the Ottawa altimeter 3002, what are your intentions?
Bravo Papa Hotel is looking for a city tour over downtown, a couple of orbits, and then back into Rockcliffe.
Bravo Papa Hotel, roger, maintain 3,100 feet for the city tour, you are identified.
3,100 feet for the city tour, approved, Bravo Papa Hotel.
And Bravo Papa Hotel, it's runway 32 is active, so stay east at all times of departure path runway 32.
East of the departure path of 32, Bravo Papa Hotel. Alright, so I got my clearance into the controlled area, and we're going to do a little tour over downtown Ottawa. Possibly you can see that now on the camera. It's almost off of my 12 o'clock at this point is Ottawa International, and runway 32 is in use, which is coming basically directly at me, or, well, not exactly, it's going off to my right-hand side at this point. And so he wants me to stay east of that and not being in conflict with any departing aircraft from the international airport. So right now I am going southbound. I am at 3100. You heard that approval over there, and we're going to stay at 3100 as we orbit over downtown Ottawa. I am now looking at the Champlain Bridge, which crosses over from Quebec over to Ontario, and I'm going to just use that as my my heading for now, and we'll take a turn towards the east over downtown as soon as we're on the other side of the river. So it's really looking beautiful. This is a nice time of day when you're flying because the lighting is just fantastic. We're towards the end of the day. I've got the sun coming in and just beaming on downtown, and it looks fantastic. I hope you can see it as nicely as I can on camera. So if you're enjoying that, of course, let me know. By the way, before we go on, please encourage me. Subscribe to the channel. If you like the video, please do like it. Click the notification bell as well so you can find out about new content. And put whatever you like down in the comments. I'd like to react to them and see what you think about my idea about taking people up for rides and learning about them and having them learn about aviation. So 3,100 feet, I'm over the Champlain Bridge. You saw us crossing the Ottawa River, and it's just gorgeous. I'm going to start to make a bit of a easterly turn here. And we got to be careful because this is our nation's capital. So our parliament buildings are a no-fly zone. So you got to stay out of that area. I should be well above it anyway, but nonetheless, we still try to stay to the south side of it so that we're not breaking through. Wow, it's really pretty up. So right now, off of the front camera, you're seeing everything that's east of downtown Ottawa, and this camera looking at me right now, you're looking back over at Quebec, and what was formerly the town of Aylmer, which is now part of the larger Gatineau area, is what you're seeing off of my left-hand shoulder.
Morning Star 7069, Quebec departures, you're identified, turn left, and to on course, climb 13,000. Hotel Roger, let me know when you wish to start your descent.
Bravo Papa Hotel. You might be able to see a little bit more of downtown in a minute, except you're going to have the sun in your face, so not sure how successful that is. I'll get my sun visor back up here because it's really bright. So this is going to be our last orbit over downtown, and then we'll head back to Rockcliffe and come in for a landing.
13235, landing fast,
So I'm looking over at International, and I don't see a lot of activity going on there, so. But I will watch out nonetheless for that advisory that I had, more than an advisory. In fact, it was an instruction to stay well east of the departure path of runway 32. So we won't go too far over to the west. Alright, let's make our turn back over for the orbit there, and you might be able to get a nice, interesting view of downtown Ottawa from the front camera. Ottawa Terminal, Foxtrot Bravo Papa Hotel, ready to descend Rockcliffe.
Bravo Papa Hotel, you're familiar with the COIR 537 and 538?
I sure am indeed, Bravo Papa Hotel.
Bravo Papa Hotel, roger. Descend at your discretion for Rockcliffe. Radar systems terminated, cleared on route frequency.
Descend at my discretion, cleared on route frequency, Bravo Papa Hotel, thank you. Have a good evening.
Good evening.
Alright, so let's get some landing lights on. Let's get our fuel pump up now. Mixture's rich. And let's drop our power so we can start descending in. And we're going to switch over to Rockcliffe frequency. Rockcliffe traffic, Foxtrot Bravo Papa Hotel, descending through 2700 for 1200 on the south side. I'm about 5 miles to the south inbound for runway 27, if that's the last active. If anyone's on the comm can give me that last active, it would be appreciated. Primer's locked. Master's up. Eggs on both. Speedos on both. Instruments are green. Landing lights are on. Belts cross-checked. Alright. Rockcliffe traffic, Foxtrot Bravo Papa Hotel, 1200 feet south of the field, inbound for 27. We'll be joining mid-right downwind, 27, full stop. Okay, so we're going to try and see the windsock here because I was not getting anybody on the traffic frequency. So let's have a good look here if we can spot the windsock. So I got the one off of on the western side there, and it's showing out of the northwest, and it's yeah, pretty strong. So we're going to use runway 27. We're good, and we're going to have a crosswind landing. So good practice opportunity here. Rockcliffe traffic, Foxtrot Bravo Papa Hotel is overhead the field 1200, and we'll be joining the mid-right downwind for 27, full stop.
Foxtrot Bravo Papa Hotel for Rock Phoenicom.
Go ahead.
I just want to let you know we are out of fuel.
Ah, okay. Noted. Thanks very much.
Sorry about that.
No worries. So they're out of fuel, so I won't be able to fill up the tanks on the plane. Well, we'll worry about that with whoever's flying next. Rockcliffe traffic, Foxtrot Bravo Papa Hotel, turning mid-right downwind 27, full stop. Okay, brake pressure check, gauges are green, and I already went through all my other procedures. We're going to be normal landing, well, crosswind landing on 27. If we're not down on the first third, we'll overshoot and we'll come back around and try it again. Okay, we're beaming the numbers. We can start cutting the power back. We are in the white arc, so we can know first notch of flaps, like so. There we go. Let's get some trim in here. Get off some speed. Rockcliffe traffic, Foxtrot Bravo Papa Hotel is turning base 27, full stop. Okay, so we're in our base turn. Get another notch of flaps in. Come up for speed, our speed. Okay, so we got that crosswind out of the north, so we're going to make sure that we turn early enough so we don't overshoot the runway. So let's start doing that now. Rockcliffe traffic, Foxtrot Bravo Papa Hotel, turning final 27, full stop. Last notch of flaps in. Let's speed up a little bit because it's gusty. Okay, let's watch our approach speed here. Let's keep it up. Okay, so you got a little bit of a crab into the wind here. Power in here, arrest the descent. Carry a bit of extra speed here because it's gusty, a little bit unpredictable. So let's set on the center line. Now let's start ruddering over, get our nose aligned with the runway, and walk the pedals. Okay, there we go. towards the end of the runway, and there we go. And ailerons into the wind. Stay on that center line. Rockcliffe traffic, Foxtrot Bravo Papa Hotel is off of the active on Charlie.